Hi YouTube, I'm Ray and I'm doing a quick one-take let's play of my game Kshatriya Prologue for PC. The game was made in a couple of months. All the media in it is mine with the help of my friend Wolf from the Game Creators Forums. Um, and he helped out a lot, and a lot of the story was inspired by some stuff that we had been talking about. So if you look at it on the loading screen, it explains that the thing basically is like this weird artifact that's infecting like humans and making them feel weird. And the guy that steals it from you, Isaac, wants to investigate it, so you don't really know what to do with it. Like, you're just some random plebeian out doing his laundry, which is fine, but like, I didn't really want the prologue to get you too involved. I just kind of want to like have like a view of what the world is like in the city and kind of make it, I guess, feel kind of interesting, like to sort of introduce the atmosphere, because the world plays a really big part in it. And that's why I did cutscenes and stuff, because I really wanted to just kind of have that little edge.
My apartment was too small for a washer and a dryer, so I went to the laundromat on the building adjacent.
The crowd character models were kept to like 500 polygons to like 800 polygons for the girl. I actually think the girl was about 2,000, because I didn't use the original crowd character model that I was going to use for girls, but she's it was actually going to be another model, but like
it was right next door, but the city was.
If you noticed that the character that's going to steal the artifact just ran by up there, I wanted to add like little things that you might notice and you might not notice, like that, just to give the game like an extra layer of depth. Plus, like, the pedestrians will talk to you, and I was thinking of like having like in the future they would say like important stuff like relevant to like where you need to go or what you need to do. That was the original texture of the girl that I was going to use. If you notice that her hair alpha wasn't messed up, and she was going to be a major character in the plot, but I'm not sure at this point if that's the model that we're going to use, because Wolf showed me another one that I like better and he likes better.
It wasn't long after I left my apartment that things began to unravel.
Smoker's cough. A lot of people had a lot of trouble with that parkour scene. There's the Isaac character again. I'll reveal his name's Isaac up there, just about to take that artifact, but he saw you and he thinks that you're after it, apparently. And then getting close to it makes you start to hallucinate and start to get aggressive, as it said on the loading screen. So that's what the cutscenes were basically for. That's the artifact's influence. This was the first actual scene in the game that I designed. This was all, I just designed this alley area to begin with. And then I just liked it so much that I just went with it both directions and made it a walking level and kind of a good intro to the atmosphere of the game without kind of teaching you the movement controls without having to teach you like all the shooting and stuff. But creepy enough, hopefully it was creepy enough, at least I thought it was, to keep you interested. Wolf did all the loading screens for this game. I did original ones, but we didn't like them, so he did his, but some people didn't like his. I really liked them a lot. I want him to do the ones for the next one. It takes a long time to load.
I set the weird artifact down to get changed from the machines for the laundry. I looked back and it was gone. I decided that perhaps this was the most important thing.
Part of that cutscene was in 3ds Max, and then part of it was in FPSC. That was kind of a fun.
I had to follow him. I wondered if he took the artifact because it looked expensive. The thief was fast, that was for sure.
A lot of people try to get past those stairs.
And he let me know that I shouldn't have been following him, in no uncertain
That cool trick that Isaac did over the air duct took me about 7 hours to animate.
I pressed on. There had to be something I didn't know.
I used the same left turn for every run around the corner here, and then I just mirrored it for the right turn.
This guy I wasn't gonna let him fuck with me.
I edited it a little bit though.
No time to explain. Where's the gun? It's on the desk. took another shortcut to head him off.
I meant to retexture that air duct, but I never did. It looks ugly.
The thief was toying with me, but he didn't expect me to bring firepower.
A lot of people don't understand that they're gonna need those barrels. I kind of regret like making them so out in the open and like shootable, like right after you get a gun. Because a lot of people went for shooting them when I was testing it with my friends, but like, I don't know. I guess if you're dumb enough to do that, then you don't deserve to be playing the game. Whatever. Not really, but like, I didn't figure out like a way to get them to like respawn or anything when like they fell. Because when they fell down, they didn't explode or die or anything. They just fell. But I made it so that there's a lot of different ways to do that puzzle. So that there's no, like, you could have shot the door, or you could have just ran and jumped the gaps with the barrel, because the barrel doesn't slow you down. So a lot of people complain about that, but there's really no reason to complain, because there's a lot of ways to do it. At least I thought. I don't know, I thought it was clever. And there's, like, another way, there's another puzzle later where there's a whole other way to do it that's a lot easier. I'm just doing mine the long way because I want it to look like my game lasts longer. You could probably speedrun my game really fast. I think my game should be like a speedrunner game. I love how the loading screen for level 3 is actually a level 2 picture. Sorry for the long, awkward pauses. I really don't know what to say while it's loading. Like, nothing interesting is happening, so I just kind of sit there. I don't know why it always spawns with the herd hides. I don't understand why that happened, but whatever. I wanted this scene to be a lot more dramatic, but by the time I was making this level, I was kind of rushing. There was actually supposed to be like a huge crowd of people in this room. You could accidentally like misfire and hit and kill, and they'd still be in there after you came back around over the balcony, and it told you to kill all the witnesses. But for some reason, they just would not spawn in the build, although they would spawn in the temple. That helicopter flying over crime scene, literally my favorite scene in the whole game. Like that was like the reason I wanted to make this game. I really just wanted to make like set pieces. Like these guys. Like I want to kind of work like make them more dynamic and not just so like they play the animation and kill them. But it's kind of hard. But like maybe in the future I'll figure something out. I get somebody to figure something out for me. But I try to make the gunplay a little more fun with like hit markers and stuff and like blood and like yeah, new enemy animations. All of them have new enemy animations and new guns. The pistol's not mine, but the animations are mine, and the MP5's wolves. And the animations are mine. The hands are an AI. This is another puzzle where there's a whole other way that you could do it, and you don't have to use the crates at all. Like a lot of people complain about using the crates, but if you've ever played Mirror's Edge before, you'll notice that the walls, the little jail cell fences that I use, look very climbable. And if you walk up to them and hold jump, you'll climb right over them. So I wanted to see if anybody would actually do that, but I don't know if you can do it. You can't see it very well, but there's a guy that like gets exploded into the wall when you shoot that barrel. I wish that it was more visible. I should have made it so that you had to shoot the barrel from closer. For some reason, the pedestrian spot in there though. The reason the one at the far end of the hallway went away is actually because they're on a thing where it says if you go a certain distance away from them, then they disappear, so they don't take up too much polygons. I would say to keep this whole game's polygon count under like 150,000 polygons like drawn at all times, and that was ridiculous. I'm gonna be real with you. But it was fun. Like I just like making stuff in 3ds Max, and like it's cool that it's like a game. This cutscene in 3D Max.
I ran until I couldn't run anymore.
Kind of roughly, but like yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of a lot of this stuff I kind of rushed out because I wanted to get it done while my creative juices are flowing. But now that I have a big collection of media, I can start to work like more consistently on it. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope it didn't bore anybody. Thanks for watching. And please play any future episodes that there are. Sorry that my voice is so weird. Thanks. Bye-bye.